Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, Mary and BFF Janelle refuse to go to Kody's final release with Christine. Christine, star of Sister Wives, was the first to leave Kody and embark on a solo career. In 2021, she announced that she wanted a divorce from Kody to start her new life. She met David on a dating app shortly after she broke up with him. After dating for about a year, the duo got married and are now leading a fairy tale life. Following in her footsteps, Kody's second wife, Janelle, also left him a year later. Mary, his first wife, initially hesitated to divorce him because she believed marriage was sacred. However, she left Kody when she finally found the courage. Christine paid $10 for her portion of the Kody Pass property when she left Kody. After a long fight, Mary and Janelle finally got their share of the property. They split the entire amount into 4 equal parts after selling the land for $1.5 million. Christine, on the other hand, does not appear to be interested in joining Mary and Janelle for the final release. Sister wives, Christine Brown reveals Kody always tortured them with unique ways. Christine recently shared that she was never happy with Kody. He would always find new ways to torture them. He always praised Robin and compared her beauty to that of his other wives. Robin would receive the best items from Kody, and they would receive the remainder. Christine further added that now she feels weird that she married someone who had multiple intimate relationships and kissed other women. However, at that point, she had no issues. In the relationship, she never received the love and respect she deserved. Sister wives, Christine doesn't want to get final release from Kody. Former sister wives Mary and Janelle recently reunited to fight against Kody for their share of the Kody Pass property. Janelle and Mary met on the plot and talked about Kody and Robin. During the conversation, Mary brought up cutting the last tie with Kody. She revealed that she got a spiritual release from Kody, as she firmly believes in the church. Janelle was also a staunch believer in the church, but never received spiritual release from Kody. Although she is legally divorced, she enjoys the idea of experiencing spiritual release. Mary told her that she needed a spiritual release for her own sake. Mary already divorced Kody in 2014 when he married Robin. Janelle even discussed the idea with Christine because she really likes it. Mary even offered to support Janelle if she wants to get a spiritual release. Christine, on the other hand, reveals that she no longer attends church and adheres to their teachings. As a result, she doesn't think it's necessary for Kody to give her a spiritual release. As it is, she is happily married to David. Only Christine and Robin would remain tethered to Kody if Janelle underwent the spiritual release process. Kody's reputation in the church suffered as a result of Mary's spiritual release. Kody was not at all happy with the act and how Mary affected his image, but he had no other option but to agree with her. However, David Woolley demands that Christine accept Kody's release. According to Janelle Brown, they did everything they could for Garrison. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, has experienced an emotional roller coaster of a year. Her son, who was with Kody Brown, took his own life in March 2024. Fans wondered for months whether or not the show would address his tragic death in one of the upcoming episodes. Until now, nothing has really been said about it. On Sunday night, the family shared their thoughts and heartbreak over losing Garrison. Now, on Monday afternoon, Janelle broke her silence and spoke out more about her son's passing. She claims that they went above and beyond. What did she tell her fans? Keep reading to find out what she shared. In an upsetting episode, Sister Wives Janelle Brown speaks about Garrison. After Sunday night's emotional episode about Garrison's tragic death, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is speaking out. Each family member shared their thoughts on him taking his own life. For those who have watched him and the other Brown children grow up on television, hearing from Janelle was obviously very important. On Sunday's episode, Janelle mentioned that she had talked to Garrison all day before he passed away. He stopped texting about 8:30. Janelle asked his brothers to go check in on him. She admits that he has done this before, when he would drink too much and pass out. Then, he would call in the morning and everything would be fine. She went on to share that his drinking started during the pandemic and just continued to get worse. During the show, she said, he had anxiety and depression and then he started drinking as a way to sort of soothe that. And then just became the animal he couldn't get a hold of. We did everything we could. And I know that. After the episode honoring Garrison's life, Janelle speaks up. Now, she's breaking her silence following that emotional episode. On Instagram, Janelle shared a photo and thanked everyone for all the love and support displayed in the messages she has received since the episode aired Sunday night. She went on to say, "It's taken a while to accept the fact that, in the end, we did everything we could. Even when all the evidence points to the contrary, the mind can sometimes convince someone that there is no hope." Janelle said that she needed this new chapter in North Carolina this week because she was back in Flagstaff this week. She claimed that Garrison was evident wherever she looked. She's thankful for her children and for her grandchildren. They give her life. Janelle ended her post by saying, "Because of my faith, I know I'll be reunited with Garrison one day. That promise brings me immense comfort." Other family members spoke out during the episode as well, including Kody Brown. He expressed all of his regrets regarding his time with Garrison. He looks back on all his COVID rules and thinks all that is so unimportant now. Garrison will never be able to return, and it is obvious that the past cannot be changed. So, the family will move forward, learn from their mistakes and always honor Garrison's memory. How do sister wives Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown's lives compare since splitting with Kody? Each are encountering struggles. The sister wives OG3, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, live very different lives now that they are split from their ex-husband, Kody Brown, and each is encountering struggles. Sister Wives premiered on TLC in 2010 and featured Kody's polygamous lifestyle with his OG3 wives on the precipice of the family adding a fourth wife, Robyn Brown. In the early 1990s, Kody wed his first wives, and the family had 13 children. Robyn brought 3 children from her previous marriage with her when she was added, and she later had 2 children with Kody. It became clear over the years that Kody favored Robyn, and Mary even got talked into legally divorcing Kody so he could marry Robyn. Due to Kody's favoritism, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, each of his original wives left him. Christine was first in 2021, then Janelle in 2022, followed by Mary in January 2023. Now, Kody is living a monogamous lifestyle with Robyn, and has no plans of adding another wife. The Coyote Pass once shared property recently got sold, and the money was divvied up, and the OG3 has embarked on new chapters, but not without perils. Mary is finding her footing still. Mary had perhaps the most heartbreaking split from Kody. It was apparent that Kody and Mary had chemistry over the years, but it diminished along with Kody's interest in maintaining a balance of interest between his wives. Mary stuck it out the longest, but was criticized the most. Towards the end of their relationship, Kody seemed intent on letting Mary know that he never loved her, which was a notion that was extremely hurtful to Mary. Mary, on the other hand, made the wise decision to end the marriage on her own terms through a spiritual divorce. Kody did help Mary move out of her house, and they were friendly during the experience. Kody's emotional reaction to the situation was prompted by the fact that the move represented their official separation. Mary moved into an Airbnb property, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, which she bought to keep in her mom's family, but she said running the Airbnb was never her dream. Mary shut down the business to complete the necessary renovations to the 154-year-old residence. She borrowed $485,000 to buy the property, which cost $1.1 million. Even though Lizzie's Heritage Inn is said to be accepting reservations once more, Mary is clearly familiar with the establishment. In the dissolution of the Coyote Pass property with Kody, Mary received $375,000, which is good for her financially as well as emotionally. Regarding Mary's love life, she is dating, but hasn't found lasting success. She was dating a man named Amos Andrews for 4 months in 2024. But the pair split due to their different communication styles, values, and aspirations. Kody always admired Janelle's business mind, and Janelle appreciated not having a husband full-time throughout their marriage. But like the other OG wives, Janelle had had enough of Kody's favoritism, lack of accountability, and how finances were run in the family, being that she was a working wife. All Janelle wanted when she left Kody was to get paid for the Coyote Pass property, and she has since received $375,000 in compensation. After leaving Kody, Janelle decided to move to North Carolina with her daughter, Maddie Brush, and Maddie's husband and kids. Despite some obstacles, they are establishing Tata Farms, a farm on a huge, undeveloped property in that location. Their vision has stalled as a result of zoning, permitting, and surveying issues with the property. In April 2024, Janelle did say she was making moves to build her house, but a recent trip she took back to Flagstaff, Arizona, did underscore her nostalgia and current thinking. In March 2024, Janelle and Kody lost their son, Garrison Brown. She and the rest of the family are still grieving that loss. While Janelle does have a lot to look forward to with her dreams for the North Carolina farm, she may be in over her head. She recouped her Coyote Pass investment and then some, but Tata Farm seems to be more trouble than it's worth. Janelle hasn't started dating, and it's obvious that she misses her old friends and familiar places. She is known to be a strong woman, and the years following her breakup with Kody will put her independence to the test. Christine is married and well set up. Christine and Janelle are still close, and Christine is the most removed ex-wife of Kody's. Christine does get judged on the internet for flaunting her relationship, but her problems and future prospects seem minimal compared to those of Mary and Janelle's. Does Kody still have influence on his former wives' lives? Kody, the patriarch of sister wives, has made it abundantly clear that he has been bitter about being dumped by his previous wives. Kody has lashed out verbally in anger towards his ex-wives, mostly blaming them for how they treated him and supposedly abandoned him in his eyes. Having said that, Christine, Mary, and Janelle do not want a relationship with Kody at all, and they are all well on their way to achieving that goal, with the exception of communicating about their children. However, as long as Sister Wives is on air, the OG3 and Kody's dynamics will continue to be brought up. Christine Brown was the first of the Sister Wives women to do what once seemed unthinkable. She left Kody Brown, the patriarch of TLC's famous plural family. Her bold departure in 2021 not only shook the foundation of the Brown household but also laid the groundwork for what would later become a cascade of exits. Christine's divorce and subsequent marriage to David Woolley became the embodiment of freedom, new beginnings, and most importantly, happiness. Her journey inspired many, including her former sister wives. Eventually, Janelle Brown walked away from Kody, and Mary Brown, despite years of hesitation and emotional entanglement, finally cut ties too. However, as Janelle and Mary recently sought a final spiritual release from Kody, a closure that symbolically and religiously severs their ties, Christine made it clear she wants no part in it. And her refusal is telling. Why would Christine, the trailblazer of Kody's exes, decide not to join her best friends in what they consider to be the final step in freeing themselves from a shared past? The answer lies in her transformation since leaving Kody, her evolving relationship with spirituality, and her refusal to entertain any act that recenters Kody in her life. Christine's departure, the first break from Kody. In 2021, Sister Wives fans were stunned, but perhaps not surprised, when Christine announced her split from Kody. Years of emotional neglect, unfulfilled promises, and what many viewed as blatant favoritism toward Robyn Brown made it clear to viewers that Christine's marital experience was anything but fulfilling. While some fans once viewed Christine as the ever-dutiful wife who wanted to maintain a spiritual family, her decision to leave proved she was far more self-aware and courageous than previously thought. The pivotal moment came when Christine, fed up with being dismissed and invalidated, stated she no longer wanted to live in a plural marriage where her needs were routinely overlooked. Instead of trying to force happiness out of a fractured system, she chose to walk away. The fallout was seismic, not only for Kody but also for the other wives. Her decision served as a wake-up call to Mary and Janelle. Christine's fresh start came with more than emotional peace, it came with love. She met David Woolley online, and the two quickly fell into what appeared to be a loving, equitable relationship. Their chemistry and joy became apparent on social media, And Christine's smile in her post-Kody era stood in stark contrast to her expressions during the darker moments of Sister Wives. A new life with David Woolley. Christine's new marriage is more than a romantic success, it represents healing. With David, she doesn't have to compete for love. There's no other wife in the picture, no hierarchy, and no spiritual justification for neglect. For the first time in decades, Christine is someone's one and only. The contrast between her past and present is so sharp that Christine